it's Jonna again for my third video of my installment for the candy journals. This one was so much fun putting together. I had so much fun doing this series of candy journals because it's one of my loves. I love candy, and this one is using the little golden book, Candyland book. And I also then use for the spine, it has a hidden spine. And I also used the 1950s board game that I had. And this was on the edge that said Candyland. And so I just thought it was iconic. So I put it on there. And then the back of it is covered in this Candyland, fun Candyland fabric. It's got the little pom-pom trim on the front and the back. And then it comes with this really cute little dangle that I made. It has all kinds of like candy. There's macarons, and this is from the Candyland game, and this one's from Candyland Bingo. It's got little candies and fun little bits and bobs, gumdrops and cookies and all kinds of trinkets, candies and ice cream, and this funny ice cream dude, and then this little ice cream bar, and a vintage squirt, grapefruit squirt soda bottle cap, and then like a little ice cream and rainbow charms, and just so much to just play, colorful, all kind of candy themed, just like, oh my gosh. So if you want to play and be inspired by color and all things candy and sweets, this is the journal for you, because this is really just, you know, playful, colorful. Could be put your recipes in it, or you could just, you know, just use it to bring you joy every day, art journal, whatever you want, and junk journal, whatever you want. I made a crocheted little closure. Sorry, just words failed me. A little closure here, and then you can just open it and slip it off, or you can just take it out. But for video purposes, I'm just going to slip it off. It just slips like right that. And then you just put it back through. Anyway, so you have that. And then you also get a gummy bear, not edible pencil, mechanical pencil. But I have one of these. It does have a little bit of a smell to it as far as candy. It's supposed to smell like Smarties or something. And so anyway, that is on here. It's really cute. I thought it was fun, kind of went with the theme, and I was glad that I secured a couple of those for these journals. This one, I added some little glitter to the candies, and Queen Frostine's little wand, just to add a little bit of fun to it. Now, there are some pages from the book in here, but not all the book's intact. It's not in here. There are some pages, though, that are from the original book. And there's a little journaling. Look at the little girl making cookies. She's so cute. Refrigerator cookies. And then here's a little journaling spot right here. And this was the cover of the cookie cookbook, Betty Crocker's Cookie Cookbook. And then there's a Wonka card right here, Wonka bar card. You got Charlie getting some candy canes off of the tree or something. And so that's in there. Some hand-dyed doily, a character out of my M&M book that I have. Cotton candy paper. Come on. So much fun. Look at that pie. And then there's a dyed doily, hand-dyed doily. Lots of hand-dyed paper, hand-dyed doilies. I did some watercoloring, just fun stuff. This was a fun little, I think it was out of an elf book or something. Elle is a lollipop yummy to eat. Yes, it is. This is from the original book. So I do have some pages that are in here from the original little golden book. And then there is a little tag here made from a flashcard and some hand-dyed library. This came in some Happy Mail last year when I did the Candyland camp with Rebecca Hoot. Some fun glittery fabric ruffle, and I used the game pieces as tabs. I did this on a live. This is one of those flip journaling things, and then they have pockets in them. So that's one of my printables from the candy Too Sweet collection. I think it's up in my shop, or maybe I only made it available the day Mary and I did our lives. Community chest, Doctor's Feet. I put that, I know why I put that in there, because he's got his crutch, and I was in the middle of making this when I fell and broke my ankle. So yeah, or fractured my ankle. Candy, hand-dyed paper. This is from a cake decorating book. Washi, little stickers there. Paper. This is some old wrapping paper. It was used, so it does have a little bend in it. It was used paper, but hello, it has chocolate covered strawberries. I had to add it. Here's a little cluster. This I punched out of the board game. It's the Peppermint Forest, so I added that to a little fabric cluster. And in this bag, there's lots of little fun stuff. And then it has the original Candyland game sheet in there. I just thought I'd tuck that in there for fun. Has one of those little ice cream spoon cards. Wait, is that ice cream cone on this one? It is. Different color, chocolate ice cream. Okay, then I have candy making. This is from a 1930s candy making. It's called the Candy Book. Little washi tape strip and lots of fun magazine images. This actually was a gummy gift bag, and I put a little gummy tab at the top with my printable. And then this right here is a watercolored Fizztastic from, I just did a nod to the Willy Wonka, the chocolate factory there. Sweet Celebration, Lorna Doones, yum. Fig Newtons, vanilla wafers, Oreos, Chips Ahoy cookies. Love it all. I put this Sesame Street book in here. It's the Yum Yum Bakery. I just thought it was cute. Like I said, it's very colorful, very fun. This fun lollipop Betty Crocker card, vintage card. I thought this was so cute. Look at this little kid smile. Yes, for the ice cream bar. Oh my gosh, I had to put that in there. Here's the tuck spot with some boba, and then little tags in here. And then this is from the Candyland cookbook that I have. This is from the Candyland cookbook, but that's some Candyland ribbon that came in a Happy Mail when I was in Candyland camp. There's a little tag in here. And then Mary made these on my live, and I made some too with my favorite candies. It has Peeps and Redbird, the mints. It has hot tamales, and then it has the candy that I got for my birthday from Sandra Blossom and Inspire sent me, Canadian candy. So I put those wrappers on there. So another little journaling spot that comes off. Another card, a little candy cane forest. This is one of the game pieces. Here is a little recipe. A fun little bookmark I made out of the bingo game from the 70s. I thought that would be fun to add in there. Some wrapping paper. Oh, all things cotton candy and popsicles. And this came out of a cake decorating magazine. This is one of my printables. And then it has a library card pocket, and it has some stuff in here about candy. And then it has a little flashcard back here. And then there's a sack that has this is out of the Candyland cookbook. So you get this chocolate dipped strawberries, even though they are chocolate dipped bananas on the other side. So that was fun. And then this has this little flip, which is the CD thing, and it's got the little mishmash. It says taffy. And then gummy worms. And a little rag doll, or I think it's supposed to be a rag doll. It's holding a lollipop, and she spilled the candy. And then there's this there's a little sack right here. It's got Good Times. And then cream and sugar. Cake and frosting preview. more of that wrapping paper, a little fabric up at the top that you can take off and add anywhere you wanted to. A little ruffle. This came in some Happy Mail during Candyland camp, so I added that. This was from the Candyland cookbook, so I had a strip of that. I just added that to that paper. Cake decorating. Oh, I added some fun little stickers to this page. Just to, you know, kind of have some fun with stickers play. And then I stamped it with the ice cream cone. And look at that page. Oh my gosh. Yum. Whipped cream. And then this is some hand-dyed paper that I had. This is from the original book. They're going on the path. The gumdrop mountain rose higher and higher. And they get stuck in the gumdrops. This is another one of those fun cookbooks. Yum, chocolate cake, and lots of journaling spots. So this has a lot of journaling spots. Lots of things to write on and tuck places. Very colorful, just fun things that you can add into your journal. This is gummy out of that book, and I just turned it into a fun little belly band there with the gummy bears. And then this is some kind of sticker that came in a Happy Mail, and then you got a Hot Fudge Sundae card, and then some journaling cards of like cookies and baking and frosting kits. Okay, all that was just one signature. So this is two signatures. This is a 2-signature journal. I guess I should have said that from the beginning. So an ice cream pocket that has this fun little candy dot paper in there. Grandma Nut. Hot tamale journaling card. And then this fun colored on that macaron paper that I brought back from England. And then this fun little clip with this great little fiber on there. Lots of color. Candy bingo. M&M paper. A little fabric flip with Candyland fabric. I love the M&Ms laughing there. It's cute. Happy. This came out of the Nestle's Butterscotch book. And then this is hand-dyed music paper. And then this is a little tuck spot with one of those matching. It was a matching game. It was candy themed. And it had these little, what are those called? Fruity, Good and Fruity? Or Mike and Ike's. So it's just tucked into that. This is some old wrapping paper that I had, but it had ice cream and gumball machines. Hello. Marshmallow cream topping and chocolate. Hand-dyed paper. Some pet tape or washi tape. I don't know if that's not really washi because it's plastic, but it had candy on it. Cake baking hints. Some dot matrix paper. This was fun. This came out of a book and it had letters that you write yourself, but it had boba on it. So yeah, I had to do that. Put that in here. It's got little mixtapes, got some more boba, cake, and stuff like that. Camp Candyland. It came out of a Candyland travel thing. And then this is a cookie on a rosette. And then some trim. Another one of those matching games. Little candies. You got the theme here yet? Or no? Now we're almost done. This came out of the board game and I just punched it. And then you got some tickets and some journaling spots. This was came out of Cross Stitch book. It's cupcakes. And then this is just pretty pink. And some stuff you can journal on or use ephemera, move it around. It's got like things that are loose in here. So I love doing that because I want this to become your journal and how you would play with it. And take out what you want and leave what you want. And really, this is a letter to my teenage self. So I hope you fill that out. It's the back side of that other paper. And then there is our leaves and flowers, how to make them. the other side of that dot matrix paper. Candy book, an old contract, sugar coated. This is that Candyland book again, cookbook. And then there is this little pocket on a tag that has a little gummy lifesaver. And then I put some of that fun trim on here. And then it has just little bits that you can put in, or you can just leave them in there. It's just a sprinkle on macaron paper. It's like a sprinkle, that sprinkle bag. And I just clipped it. A lot of stuff in here is just clipped so that you can move it around and make it your own. A daily time and job ticket. These actually were really cool because I love taking this transfer paper and then I like drawing with it somewhere else. So I always try to include that in. Plus it has like pink. Come on. This is cute. So it's got some of that. And then there's some hand-dyed music paper. Okay. And family favorites, oatmeal scotchies. I remember making oatmeal scotchies. They were always really good. Here's the Candyland cookbook cover sheet. And because it says happy on the other side, because of candy. Hello. Ruffles. M&M's. Here's the back side of the ginger plum tree forest. And there is this one. They're in gingerbread plum grove. Here is a, I did this in a live, and it is a watercolored cupcake for you. And then there's just fun stuff in here. So there's a little piece of paper with a little orange juice box on it, and just stuff that you can take out and use wherever you want again. And then this is Candyland cookbook paper on here. That's my end paper. And that is the journal, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this journal. And like I said, they'll be in the shop tonight at 6 o'clock when you see this video. And if this one will also, all the journals are coming with some fun packaged items that I had, that I've made some handmade stuff. There were some like bits and pieces from your journal, so you'll get some of that too. All this can be taken apart and used, and then it has my little reusable tag toppers that I make. And then it has some clusters in here, a little bit of that ribbon, some hand-dyed tags, and there's just it's all full of little embellishments in there. And then this one has a fizzy lifting pop top on it. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, there's a little pop top. You can open it, and then inside of here is going to be all kinds of fun ephemera and bits of papers that you can have lots of fun playing with. Here's some gummy bears. So each one of these is different. You won't know which one you get. It's going to be a little surprise packet, but I know you'll love using all these goodies in your journal. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope you didn't get cavities from watching all the 3 videos if you hung in there with all 3. But I hope that you have yourself a little break today and eat a little piece of candy, and see you at 6 o'clock in my shop. Thanks, guys. Bye.